Welcome to The Village, a podcast focusing on the students, staff, and community members that make Village Elementary unique. This is Mrs. Evans, and I'll be your host for the day. A couple weeks ago, we had some notes sent home asking about everyone's favorite winter traditions, and we had some amazing feedback. Everything from singing Christmas songs with your family to drinking hot cocoa, decorating, ice skating, making snow angels and jumping in the hot tub, throwing snowballs, elves showing up on Thanksgiving night to watch everyone through December, traveling to see family, driving around seeing Christmas lights. There are some amazing traditions that people have and some really fun activities that they do throughout the winter. And unfortunately, I have not been able to speak with everyone that turned in a page, but I did my best to find some groups of people that had similar interests. I invited some families in to talk, and it has really been a pleasure getting to speak with all these people and learning about new traditions that maybe I want to start sometime, or being reminded of traditions that I did when I was young and maybe we don't do anymore. So I really hope you can sit back and enjoy hearing about all these other people as much as I have enjoyed talking to them. I have our first group today here with me, and they all had one special thing in common, and everyone here has a tradition that they do with ornaments every year. So first, if you guys would go around and introduce yourselves and then share about what your special traditions are.
My name is Emily. I'm in Miss Hill's 4th grade class, and my special tradition is every year when we're putting up the Christmas tree, my dad will buy me an ornament. It's just like something really big that happened in my life, or something that was like I did like a lot, or I started.
So do you get those when you're putting it up?
Yeah, right before we start putting up the ornaments. I always scream.
Is it a surprise, or do you help pick it out?
It's a surprise because I don't know what it is. And so it's a total surprise.
That's really cool. What about you?
My name is Chris, and I'm in Miss Greg's 2nd grade class, and what we do is like every year we go to Hobby Lobby, and me and my little sister Leah, she's 2. We get a new ornament. This year I got a Jeep because this year we got a new Jeep, and Leah got a pink ice cream, and she chose the pink one because it's pink, and it was like one like that. It looks like it's been dropped.
My name is Rhett, and I'm in kindergarten. I get each year of Christmas I get ornaments that, like, last year I got monster truck because we went to a monster jam.
Oh, fun.
And I got Lil Hartoko, and he's kind of broken because he used to have 2 horns. He only has 1 horn because the other one fall off. He only has 3 tires because the other tire fall off, and then now he barely can drive.
What about you guys?
My name is Mrs. Vortherms, and I teach 3rd grade.
My name's Chloe, and I'm in 3rd grade, and I'm in Mr. Ayers' 3rd grade class.
And our special tradition is that Mr. Vortherms always picks out special ornaments for us each year that are usually related to milestones for the girls, for Piper and Chloe, and then ours is always a ornament of 2. So this year we got little polar bears that say, "I love ya, Tundra." And Chloe got
a medal for gymnastics.
Okay, so why did you get a gymnastics medal?
Because I have a meet this Saturday.
Did you go to meets before, or is this the first time you've been doing that?
You did one earlier this year, so you joined the team this year. And so you're going to go to more meets in the following year.
Very good.
Cool.
Awesome. What other special traditions do you guys have?
Well, every Christmas Eve we watch the Polar Express, and normally, well, last year we did watch it like we always do. We watch it every Christmas Eve right before we go to bed. And we normally eat like a snack dinner, like we have like chips and like crackers and cheese. Last year we had elk sausage, which is really good, but we don't have any this year. But we watched the movie, and that's just a tradition we made.
Cool. What about anybody else have any special fun ones?
Mine is like every year we go like to the middle school and there's like a bunch of snow. Me and my dad go sledding. But last year or the year before, my dad broke the orange or blue one.
Well, that happens with sleds, I think. What about you? Do you have any other special things you like to do in the holidays?
I think each Christmas year we do like different things for like Santa. We leave out Christmas cookies, and that's what we do this year. But last year we put out reindeer food for the reindeer.
We leave reindeer food out too. Was yours, do you leave carrots or do you leave something else out for your reindeer?
I think I don't know. I think I leave two like pebbles of like they're like wheat, but they're made out of wheat, and then they get all grind up into these tiny little like ball things that you sprinkle, kind of like Pringles.
Oh.
And you sprinkle on top of your roof, and then you go to sleep. And I watched the new Christmas movie, and I think my dad almost did this. He walked outside and he said to Santa, "Hey, what are you doing out there, big guy?" And when the guy in the movie said that, Santa fell off the roof.
Oh, no. I think I've seen that one.
Dangerous.
Yeah, super dangerous. Well, Santa has kind of a dangerous job, honestly.
Yeah, and it's weird how he just appeared.
Right?
Every year we go get Starbucks hot cocoa and go watch Christmas lights.
Oh, Starbucks cocoa. That's fancy. Where do you go watch Christmas lights? In Emporia, or do you go out of town?
Emporia, I think.
Emporia?
We drive around on the last day of school night.
No.
Is usually what we do. And then our favorite house is Miss Shaver's house because her lights are timed to music on the radio.
And you know, Rhett told me, I saw him yesterday, and he told me that he had the inside scoop that Miss Shaver's lights aren't on this year. But I have arranged it. She is going to come on and talk to me about her lights and plan so that everybody can get that, because I have heard so many people that love Miss Shaver's lights.
Mr. Esau is actually like her neighbor, and him and like everyone in the neighborhood, I think he's Miss Shaver's neighbor, but yeah, he is. They're like stepping up their light game because Miss Shaver does not have them on. They gotta like step it up. So
To make up for them
so
not being
he's been
on.
doing a lot of math lately.
I can
getting
imagine.
those.
The house next door to Miss Shaver's last year had a sign that said ditto and an arrow.
That makes...
I think it might have been Mr. Esau's. I'm not sure.
That's hilarious.
Was
Yeah.
it made out of wood?
Well, it's a lot of work.
Then probably.
Yeah, she's going to tell us about it later, but man, it's a commitment. So, very good. Well, is there anything else you guys want to share before we go?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Very good. All right, I'm here with our next group, and what they all had in common on their sheets that they sent in was that they loved to watch Christmas movies. You know, it doesn't even have to be a Christmas movie, but first, let's have everybody introduce themselves, and so just say your name, and we'll go around the circle.
Jack.
Charlie.
Jace.
Calvin. Bella. My name's Brooklyn.
Cataleo.
This is the biggest group we had, which makes sense because everybody loves movies, right? Jack, do you want to get started? What's your favorite movie to watch during the holidays?
My favorite movie is The Christmas Chronicles 1, and I really like it.
Has anybody else seen that?
Yes. No.
Not me.
Not you?
Yes.
Is it on Netflix?
Yes. Yeah.
And
Both of them.
Both of them are? Okay. All right, Calvin, what's your favorite movie to watch during the holidays?
The Grinch.
The Grinch. Which one? Is it the new one?
my favorite one would be the third one, and the first one maybe.
Calvin, you know who you need to talk to about the Grinch is Miss Meyer because she loves it.
I didn't even know that.
Yep, now you do. You'll have to chat with her about it. Thanks, Calvin. Bella, you're up. What's your favorite Christmas movie or holiday movie?
The Grinch.
The Grinch, too? What do you like about the Grinch, Bella?
That he has the big nose.
He has a big nose. You think it's funny? All right. Thanks, Bella. How about you, Brooklyn?
My favorite movie is the Elf movie because my favorite part is when the raccoon, when he's like looking for food, when he crosses the land, he sees a raccoon, and the raccoon's grumpy. And so the elf says, "Does someone need a hug?" And then he literally attacks him.
Oh, no. Does he get hurt?
I think it kind of hurt.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
I forgot that movie, but then I realized when she said the raccoon part.
You remember that part?
Yeah.
What about you?
I like that part too.
You've all seen it. It's pretty funny.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
Me either.
Well, we're making a pretty good movie list for everybody to watch. All right. What about you, Kalia?
I feel like The Grinch is my favorite movie too. Well, what I like about it is whenever, like the Grinch finally knows, like he doesn't have to be rude about Christmas. Like he can actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has a change. He
Yeah,
goes from
he
being
has-
green and grouchy to happy
Yeah.
and loving. Does his heart get bigger or no?
Yeah.
Bigger.
Bigger.
Bigger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bigger,
It
bigger.
just go like boop, boop, boop.
Next.
My favorite movie is Home Alone.
Home Alone. I think that's a lot of people's
Oh,
favorite.
yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah.
It's my second.
Second favorite? Has everybody seen Home Alone?
Yes.
My mom gets me confused with Kevin a lot.
Does she call you Kevin?
And then I go like,
Calvin, you have to go watch Home Alone too, man. We're getting you a good list.
My favorite part about Home Alone is when he throws a brick at Marv's head.
Poor Marv, he's really gets it, doesn't he?
He doesn't
with the nail in his foot.
Yeah, he's
The nails in his foot.
Oh, ouch. We kind of said we feel sorry for Marv, but should we feel sorry for him?
No, because he was trying to hurt
No.
Kevin.
Yeah, he's trying to get Kevin. He's not a good guy, right?
Yeah, he's not very good guy.
Well, thank you guys all for coming and sharing your favorite holiday movies. And I hope that people listening, if they haven't seen them, you guys can check them out. And now we have some movies we need to see too, right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys all later. All right, our next group is here, and what they have in common is they all have special traditions for cookies. Do you guys all love cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we're here, right? Okay. All right, so first let's introduce yourselves.
Leilani.
Vernon.
Nyla.
Serenity.
Nina.
Nina. Okay, I'm happy to have you guys all here. So, who wants to go first?
And when like Christmas is in like 2 days, we make them that day, and then at Christmas we put them out, and then he comes and then gets us stuff, and he eats them all.
Who's he?
Santa.
Santa Claus. So you make your cookies for Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Do you eat any of them yourselves?
We eat some.
I eat some.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit?
So, because we don't want to make her tongue get upset.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes.
Vernon and Nyla, where do you guys make cookies? Do you do it at your house?
No, we do it at our grandma's.
Very good. Does she help you?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Do you guys measure the ingredients, or does she help you with that?
She
No, we don't
helps
measure.
us with that.
We just do it the same time.
She
Do
helps
you
us.
decorate the cookies?
Yeah.
Me and Vernon sometimes, whenever we go to the store and buy cookies, my grandma let
No, we
us.
buy the stuff for
when we buy
cookies.
stuff.
To
She
make
lets us have a toy since it's Christmas.
Oh, nice. You have a nice
That's
grandma. Nailani, tell us what your family does for your cookie tradition.
But I make them and add it to frosting and I make a Christmas tree with the frosting and I put glitter in them.
What do you guys do for your cookies?
Me and my mom buy cookie cutters and my mom make the dough and my mom rolled it out and we can cookie cut them out and then we bake them and then we get the ice done and we get a sprinkle in.
Are they delicious? And do you sneak any of the dough before you bake it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that your favorite part?
Yeah.
Mine too. Last but not least, Serenity, tell us about your cookie traditions.
The weekend before Christmas, we'll go to my grandma's house and make cookies, but my Uncle Dusty says that he doesn't get any, but he eats a lot.
So Dusty sneaks the cookies? How do you know that he sneaks them?
Because I watch him sneak them, and he has flour all over his face. Because he takes them to the bathroom acting like he's going to the bathroom, but he eats them. And he doesn't know that there's flowers all over his face.
So how many cookies do you make?
122.
122. What do you do with all those cookies?
Sometimes we give them to my mom's friends and our neighbors, and we put 3 out for Santa.
Do you make them all the same kind, or do you make different kinds?
We'll make different kinds. Like we make gingerbread man and sugar cookies.
I know that I need to come to each of your houses and try all your cookies.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
cookies are not good. They stink.
You don't think they're good?
No, they
Try
are
our
good,
cookies.
but we don't want you to eat them.
Oh,
Try
so
our
Nyla's
cookies.
trying to trick me so I don't come get her
Yeah,
cookies.
Nyla doesn't want you
Try
to
our
come to her
cookies.
house.
They're good.
All right, well, maybe if I'm extra good next year, Santa will bring me some cookies.
Maybe he'll bring us some of yours.
May-
Bring ours to some of yours.
Now that would be a deal.
I'll bring
That'll be a
you.
good
I'll
deal.
bring you
Take
some.
them from our house.
That's nice. All right, well, you guys have a good rest of your day, and thanks for coming and talking to me about cookies.
Okay.
Bye. Bye.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to welcome our next guest. We have from our kindergarten, Mrs. McKay's class, Miss Cecilia, and Cecilia's mom.
I'm Rebecca Carey. I'm Cecilia's mom. What is your favorite thing about Christmas? Making hot chocolate? Yeah. And what do you like about hot chocolate?
Cause I just like it.
You like hot chocolate. So what do we do with hot chocolate? We get in the car with our hot chocolate.
No, we don't.
We don't.
Not all the time.
Not all the time, but when we look at Christmas lights, we do.
Yeah.
And what kind of lights is your favorite?
Rainbow.
Rainbow lights. You like all the pretty rainbow lights, don't you? And remember when we went to Wichita to look at the lights? We go to the lights at Ability Point. It was formerly known as Lights on St. Paul, and they have over 1 million lights, don't they? Mommy's been going there since I was a little girl. Did you know that? I've been going there to the lights since I was your age.
No.
Yeah, I have. And we have lots of fun looking around at everything. And remember, there was the Grinch
Where?
at the lights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And what did we do when we were at the lights there? Do you remember?
look at them.
We look at them and then we drive through them with the big tunnel.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about the tunnel?
There's rainbow lights in them.
Rainbow lights in the tunnel. And was there a Ferris wheel there that was all lit up pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was else your favorite lights?
The rainbow Christmas tree.
You like the rainbow Christmas tree, don't you? And you got, what did you get? You got
Candy canes.
candy canes there. You got candy canes, and we listened to the music
Where?
in the car, the Christmas music as we were driving through. And we've been going every year, and we go with Grandma. And who else?
Not all the time.
Not all the time, but who else did we go with this year? Did we go with Jules?
Yeah.
Jules and Letty and Dad. We go with family, don't we? Yeah. To look at the lights. And what else?
Putting a star on the tree.
You like putting a star on the tree?
But it fell down already
Oh no, we'll have to put it back up, won't we?
when we get home.
Yeah, we'll hang it back up. Do you have anything else to say?
No.
No. Okay. Do you want to say Merry Christmas? How about we both do it?
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas.
Our next group is here, and all of these people have something in common that I think is pretty cool, is they all have special traditions that revolve around specific foods that they have during the holiday. First, let's have everybody go around and say your name, and then we'll start sharing our traditions. So, you want to go first?
Parker.
Amy. Harina. Arcella. Kaden. Kenley.
Awesome. Now, I think Caden and Kinley might know each other, right?
Yeah. We do. We're sister and brother.
That's what I thought.
He's annoying. I'm not annoying.
She's annoying. She's the one that's been bad.
I don't think Kinley's been bad. I don't think she's getting cold.
He's the one.
No, I'm not.
You guys sound very much like siblings. So, you guys have a very special tradition that you guys do. Tell me about that.
Well, we'll go over to our grandpa and grandma's house and
We will after we eat like normal pizza, we'll decorate our own pizzas and then we'll put frosting on it and eat it.
we did not put frosting on it.
I mean,
And
not
we-
frosting.
We make desserts after.
Okay, so you make dessert pizza or regular pizza?
We make regular pizza and like we'll have ice cream and stuff like that.
And dessert pizza.
So, do you go over and you make your regular pizza, or do you order it from a store?
Sometimes
We
Well, we-
order it from the store.
we order the dough from the store, but we make the pizza.
Okay, so what are your favorite toppings to put on it?
Mine is pepperoni.
Pepperoni? What about
Cheese.
Pepperoni and cheese.
you? Pepperoni and cheese, all right.
And mine has I can't remember, meat on it.
Yeah, he likes meat.
Okay, so do you do this every year? Is it on Christmas Eve?
Yes.
All right, and you go to your grandparents, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does everybody make their own? Is it like a small personal pizza, or is it like a big pizza that everybody shares?
We make small personal pizzas, and the grown-ups they'll make big pizzas that they share for everybody else.
Okay, and do they cook them in a special oven or just the regular oven?
They just cook them in the oven.
Now, do you leave pizza for Santa?
No.
No, we only leave cookies, and we get to make the cookies too, and we leave some milk and some candies for Rudolph and Prancer.
You're taking care of all the reindeer then.
Yeah.
Perfect. Parker, I think you're up next. Okay, so your family does something on Christmas Eve also, right? Mm-hmm. What do you guys do every Christmas Eve?
We have Chinese food from Golden Walk.
Is that here in town?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I've ever been to Golden Walk. Have you guys been to Golden Walk?
No.
Yeah? Amy has. I haven't been to Golden Walk before. Which one is that?
It didn't used to be called Golden Walk. It was called something else, and now it is Golden Walk.
Oh, okay. And do you do like the buffet, or do you take it home?
We just order it and then it'll be brought home.
And who participates?
No one comes over to our house and we don't go anywhere on Christmas Eve, but after we open presents on actual Christmas Day, we'll go to our grandma and grandpa's house because they get us presents too.
Okay, but just the people that live at your house just do the Chinese. Mm-hmm. So what do you guys do? Do you do anything fun while you're eating the Chinese?
Sometimes we'll watch Christmas movies too.
So tell us about what you guys do for your tradition.
My mom goes with my grandma's to celebrate Christmas at church, and we spend the day at church celebrating Christmas.
So, and what food do you guys have special? Does she make spring rolls? Yeah, what's in those?
Some vegetables.
Does she put meat in it or no? Just vegetables?
Meat in it too.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever help her make it?
No.
No? What else do you guys have?
We have rice.
So is it Vietnamese food that she makes? Anything else you want to share about it?
No.
No? Okay. So, Araceli, what special foods does your family have?
We have hot cocoa and Mexican bread.
Very good. Does anybody else have any special holiday traditions that they do? No? Zero? Just the Chinese food? Okay. All right. Well, we will call that good then. I'm here with our next group, which has 2 of our teachers and 1 of their children with them. So I will let them introduce themselves first.
I'm Brandy Schneider, and I teach 1st grade.
And I'm Alex Foschwolds, and I teach 5th grade.
My name is Oakley, and I'm in 3rd grade.
So I went through the sheets, and I found something kind of interesting with your alls is that the Voschwolds family has a lot of family traditions. And then on Mrs. Schneider's, they are a new family that they're starting new traditions. And I thought it would be kind of fun to share some of the traditions that they're already doing with some of the new traditions that you guys are starting. And that you both definitely, I can tell from what you wrote, love the holiday season for sure. So whoever wants to go first, maybe Mrs. Voschwolds, do you and Oakley want to share some of the things that you guys do?
I would love to. So one, our family does. We have a ton of traditions. We love Christmas. Well, not all of us love Christmas. Who doesn't really like Christmas, Oakley?
My dad.
And it's not that he doesn't like Christmas. It's that he thinks we just go way overboard. He just thinks it's way too much, right? Yeah. But we do have family traditions that have stayed consistent since Cooper was born. I was lucky to have the first grandchild, and so I got to establish kind of how Christmases and Thanksgiving and the holidays were going to work because I had the first grandkid on my side of the family, and so we just alternate Christmases, and Chris and I were really adamant that we were going to have Christmas Eve at our house every single year, no matter what. The kids would always wake up Christmas morning at our house. And so, Oakley, do you want to tell him some of the things that we do on Christmas Eve?
In the morning, my mom says not to open presents, but then we always open them. And then when we eat dinner, we have mashed potatoes and gravy and steak and green beans.
What kind of gravy do you like?
Brown.
Yep, only brown, right? It's the only kind of gravy that you eat. Yep. And then Christmas morning, usually Santa comes when they've been good. Have you been good?
Yeah.
Oh, you think Santa's going to come?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Santa usually comes in the morning on Christmas morning. And then where do we go on Christmas morning, first thing in the morning after we get our Santa presents?
We go to my grandma's house that lives like in our backyard.
She doesn't literally live in the backyard. She lives like the street over, but we walk through our backyard to get to her house, so she kind of does live in the backyard.
It would be kind of cool if she did live in the backyard, right?
But then she would have a tiny house.
That's true. Very true. So yeah, we spend every Christmas morning at their house, and then we alternate if staying there all day or we spend Christmas with my family. But leading up to Christmas, we have lots of family traditions that we do. We always get a real Christmas tree. We buy it from the Optimist lot downtown by Guion's. We let the kids have their own trees in their room. Oakley, how come why do I let you guys have your own trees in your room?
Because you say that whenever we try to decorate the tree in the living room, that it's not perfect and we messed up too much. So you always have to rearrange it.
So are you saying Mrs. Voschultz is a perfectionist?
Yeah.
And so I just got tired of having to redo it. So I was like, okay, you guys can get your own trees. You can put all your school ornaments on it. You can put all the stuff you make on your own tree, and you can decorate it however you want. And then my living room tree can be perfect. Do you get a real tree?
No, we used to when growing up, but no. I have James, so I almost contemplated not decorating this year because, well, we actually don't have ornaments on the tree because we have the dogs and James, and I didn't want him to destroy it. So it's a plain tree right now.
And for people listening who don't know James, who's James?
He is my son, and he's 15 months old. So last year was his first Christmas, but now he's old enough to where it's just more magical this year, and he can actually enjoy it. But anyway, so I live on Diane Avenue, and that's the part of the town that participates in the toy drive. So all of our little area, we all decorate. We kind of go all out, and we put out the little luminaries, like they look like little bags. So if you didn't get a chance to do that, they're all still up. You'll have to drive through, and it looks so beautiful. And it was just meant to be when we moved there because I love Christmas, so. It was just like perfect that we were able to move there and we were part of that. We're now part of that. So, I mean, that's all we really do is we decorate for it and then, participate by buying toys for the toy drive.
Does everybody in your family like Christmas?
Yeah. I think I am kind of like your mom and go a little bit more out. I wouldn't say my husband, Ben, is a Grinch, but his holiday is Halloween. Mine's Christmas.
It's James's first real Christmas then, right?
Yeah.
I'll
be more aware. Yeah.
More aware, yeah. I mean, I know we had Christmas last year, but
yeah,
it was just a baby.
Yeah, this one's more special, and you can tell because he's already noticing the lights, and it's just exciting to be able to start all these traditions. So I'm trying to do things that I grew up doing, but also tie in with what my husband did growing up too. And I kind of want to be that mom that goes all out and does all the traditions, from decorating to making Christmas cookies from scratch, just driving around and looking at Christmas lights. And we watched The Grinch the other day. My husband bless his heart, had made the comment that he had never seen The Grinch.
Like the original Grinch?
Or
like the new, like the cartoony new one.
Not the cartoony one, like the one with Jim Carrey.
You never seen The Grinch?
No, I don't know. Listen, I love him dearly. So we had to watch that the other day. James wasn't too interested, but cute.
So Oakley, for you being a kid of a parent who does a lot of stuff, what's your favorite, or what things do you think she should do with James?
Of all of our traditions, what should she start? Should James write a letter to Santa to get an elf on the shelf, or?
Yeah, he should.
We'll think about that one.
Except he can't write yet.
That's very valid.
That's okay.
That's
I'll
true.
translate.
That's true. What about Christmas movies? Are there any favorite Christmas movies that he should watch?
That should be on the list. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Christmas Chronicles.
That's a good one.
We had a group on that was all of them had written about their favorite movies. So we were talking, and that was one that was brought up. So I know that's definitely a popular one. So what is, of all the things you guys do, what is your favorite or the most meaningful? Or
probably the annual neighborhood cookie exchange that my mother-in-law and I host every year. She and I didn't have very many traditions because, being my mother-in-law, I love her to death, but just because she raised her family and then all of my traditions I already had. And so we started, I bet it was probably 6 years ago. We just started hosting the annual neighborhood cookie exchange, and we either do a lunch or a brunch, and we feed our neighbors, and then we all bring 24 treats and a container, and then you walk around the table and just keep walking, grabbing 1 or 2 of each treat. So then I don't have 24 sugar cookies at the end of it. I have 5 cookies and cream cookies, and I've got 5 bags of oyster crackers, and I've got 5 hot cocoa bombs, and I've got 5 snickerdoodles and 5 sugar cookies. I have 5 of a variety of cookies. And then you don't have to eat all of one kind of cookie, and you don't have to bake 15 different kinds of cookies to get
No, that's
a nice
genius.
little tray of
And
cookies.
I at first was just thinking cookies, but it's even better because there's a variety of things. It's not just cookies.
And it doesn't have to be cookies. A lot of people bring cookies, but like this year I made oyster crackers and the Christmas with the saltine crackers and the toffee and the chocolate on top of it, like that bar.
How did you guys start this tradition, like in your neighborhood, and do people sign up, or how does that work?
So I honestly don't remember the first year how it happened, but I saw the idea on somewhere, Pinterest or something, and I was like, that would be so much fun to do with my friends. And then I was like, well, I really think I want to include my mother-in-law. And then I thought, I've got some really cool neighbors, and so we did. I just sent out a text message to the ones that I knew, and now it's grown to like the whole, so it used to just be, 4 or 5 of us in our little corner. And then now we pretty much invite anybody that lives in the whole, it's called the Sunrise Edition. And we just kind of invite anybody that lives over there. And they all come. We usually have it at my mother-in-law's house because she has more room than I do. But yeah.
Sounds like I should move to Sunrise.
Yeah, it's really fun. We make really good soups. We do lots of soups. Or this year we did brunch. So we had breakfast casseroles and juice and that kind of stuff. So.
And earlier you were talking about the luminaries, and when I read it, I didn't really trigger what that was. But now that after you talked about it, there's a neighborhood in Wichita that does those also. Have you ever been down to see that?
No.
I didn't know that's what it was called, but we happened to be in Wichita a couple weekends ago, and we were driving around, and they have the bags lined out, and so maybe you guys could go check that out too. So yeah, it's really cool.
Cool.
Well, thank you all, and I hope you guys have a wonderful winter season and enjoy all these fun things that you're doing.
Thanks.
And I hope Oakley doesn't get all full.
It's touch and go.
Hey.
Right now, I have with me 3 siblings, and I will have them introduce themselves.
My name is Jovi Severin. I'm in 4th grade.
My name is Cora, and I'm in 2nd grade.
My name is Abbott, and I'm in kindergarten.
When you guys turned in your traditions pages, you have a pretty cool tradition that I have never heard of before. So why don't you guys tell me about that?
It's called our Christmas camp out. We watch movies, and we blow up a big mattress, and we get to watch Christmas movies.
Every year this happens. We're gonna probably have it this weekend. And what we do is we blow up a mattress, we lay down, we stay up really late. Really late, later than usual. Watch Christmas movies and eat candy and drinks, pop and that type of thing.
So you have lots of special treats?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of it?
My favorite part is the movies.
Who gets to pick the movie?
Everybody gets to pick one.
Yeah, we kind of have to agree on it.
Yeah.
So do you watch one movie or 3 movies or?
We watch until a certain time.
Okay, and then your parents make you go to bed?
Yeah.
Sometimes we sleep on the mattress the whole night.
Well, that's fun. Has that mattress ever deflated while you were sleeping?
No.
We like to sit on it while it deflates.
That's fun. It helps push all the air out of it.
Yeah.
So do your parents stay out there with you, or is it just the 3 of you?
It's all of us.
Yeah.
We usually, Mom and Dad, they come down after one movie just to hang out with us because they're doing dishes and all that.
And before we do our Christmas camp out, we get to open an early gift.
Oh, how exciting.
Every year we get new
Pajamas.
Yeah, we open presents, go get the mattress blown up. Everybody's really excited, wants to get it over with. Everybody's so excited to eat their candy and watch the movies.
All right. Well, it sounds like you guys are going to have a blast, and I hope your Christmas camp out is the best one ever. when I was going through everyone's traditions and through my conversations with people that I've been having, this person has been brought up many, many times because they are involved with a lot of people's family traditions, which is driving around and looking at Christmas lights. And they have a very special light display at their house. With me is none other than the famous Mrs. Shaver. Would you be willing to tell us a little bit about what you guys have at your house for those of our listeners that haven't seen it yet?
My husband is a huge fan of Christmas, especially Christmas lights. His mother passed away when he was 12, and she was a huge fan of Christmas also. It was a really special time in their house. So I think because of that, he's always wanted to carry on that tradition. We've always had lights on our house, but starting in 2012, he decided to invest in a bigger display. So he hired a company from Kansas City, and they came and set up our lights to music. So we have an FM transmitter, and for people that are looking at the lights, they can tune their radios to 94.9 and watch the synchronized lights and music. It takes about 2 hours to go through the whole program.
Oh, wow. So if you want to listen from start to finish,
right.
Is it like on the hour, or does it just repeat? How does that work?
It just repeats. Sometimes I have friends that will text me and ask specifically for songs, like the Chiefs song or things like that they know we have. But yeah, it's about 2 hours in length from start to finish.
To start to hear everything.
Right.
That's a lot. So do you have people sitting outside your house for 2 hours?
Yes. We have people that come out. We had a family one night that asked if they could spread a blanket on the front yard and eat pizza.
Oh, fun. Did they have headphones or a radio?
No, I don't know. I think they just left their windows down.
Oh, I couldn't and watched it. Now, it might be kind of cold on some nights. But.
Yeah. And occasionally we've gone, the neighbor kids or my kids even have gone out and served hot chocolate.
Oh, fun.
One year we actually collected toys. So we've done some different things like that.
So do you do different songs each year, or is it always the same?
No, it's pretty much the same. We added new songs last year, I believe. The songs are pretty expensive to add. I think they're about $50 a song.
Oh, wow. So then is it a computer program, or how do you connect it to the
lights? It's an SD card.
Okay.
And I don't understand all that, but it's got an SD card, and that's how it runs.
So where is everything covered in lights? The house, trees?
Yeah, and we have hoops out in the front yard that dance to the music. I think that's one of the things people like the most. Yeah. There's about 50,000 lights. They're all LED. We did add our grandkids' names out in the front yard 2 years ago. My husband's been compared to Chevy Chase in Christmas Vacation.
Hopefully, though,
Numerous
you kept
times.
flipping the switch, so
right.
No,
they work. We turn them on Thanksgiving evening. We've never had any glitches with them, not coming on.
So if one goes out, though, all of them still work?
Right.
So do you have to replace the strands each year? Or?
No, so far we haven't.
Okay. Since 2012?
Right.
Oh, wow.
Right.
That's really cool.
Just a bulb here or there. So.
Okay. Now, I don't know that you want to give your address out to everyone, but if they were looking for your house, where would they find you?
It's on the corner of 29th and Westlake Drive.
Okay. But this year, you don't have your display out,
Our
correct?
display isn't up. We've had a lot of people that have asked why. We were out of town celebrating our 40th wedding anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
So, we've heard from a lot of people how disappointed they are. So we're really sorry for that, but they will be up next year.
Perfect. So all of you that haven't had a chance to see it, you just have to wait till next year, and you can go check out their light display. But you do have some up, you said, right?
We only have our Chiefs Arrowhead and our inflatable Chiefs Santa. That's all we had this year.
I also heard a rumor from someone that was on the podcast that Mr. Esau might live close to you.
Mr. Esau lives across the street.
And so he feels like he needs to step up his game.
He usually just has a small sign that says ditto. Yeah. And it points across the street to our yard. This year, he didn't put the ditto sign up because he had to increase his display this year.
Right, to
Right, to
Which
fill
maybe
in the
he
void.
felt like there was no way to compete before, but this
Exactly.
year he could do a little something. Okay, that's good. So you're definitely kind of have some fame and notoriety from this. Has anyone ever reached out about it, like in Emporia, or have you gotten any extra attention?
The Emporia Living did an article on my husband in 2020.
Okay,
and
that's
featured
the,
his light display.
That's the local magazine.
Yes, it's kind of, they put it out every year at Christmas. It's kind of an equivalent to the Sally magazine that comes out.
Perfect. So
But
they did a feature article?
Yes.
All right. Well, do you have a copy of that or?
I do.
Okay. Well, maybe I could get a copy of that and put it on our website with the podcast so that people could read that if they want to learn more about you all and your lights.
Yes.
I am telling you, I don't know that you realize how popular you are with this lights display. And I didn't know a thing about it until just a couple days ago.
I actually had a friend of my daughter's from high school came to my door last year, and she lives in Kansas City, and she said, we look so forward to this every year. So there's people from out of town that I'm not even familiar that travel in to look. So.
That's great.
And I did notice cars coming by Thanksgiving evening.
Oh, to see it.
Right,
And didn't have
right.
It on. Yeah.
So.
Well, they'll be extra excited next year then when
Exactly.
they get to see it. Have you guys missed it, like coming home to that at night, or is it?
I have. Usually my husband's more excited about it than I am because of all the cars sitting out in the street. But this year we are actually having all of our grandchildren, so it's a little disappointing that we didn't put it up this year.
Because they would all be there to get to see it. Yeah. Well, maybe next year, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming and telling us about your lights. And I definitely know what I will try to be doing next year Thanksgiving evening.
Sounds good.
All right. See you later.
Thanks.
I'm really excited to talk to our next group because all of them have a lot of similar cultural traditions and Latino traditions that are really special and neat that they do with their families. And I'm just excited to hear what they all do to celebrate the holidays and things they do in the winter. So first, if you guys could go around and introduce yourselves, and then we'll start chatting about what you guys like to do with your families.
Urel.
Hi, my name is Maria Diaz, and I am in the front office.
Hi, my name is Eva.
Hi, my name is Johara.
My name is Priscilla.
My name's Gael.
My name's Kareem.
What are some of the other things you like to do with your family?
I like to play poker, and I like to play a lot of games with my family. I like to watch movies with my families and I like to go on trips to Mexico or El Salvador.
Oh, fun. So you said poker. On your sheet, I have here that you play the Loteria.
Yeah.
Did I say that
Yeah.
right? And then Pironola.
Mhm.
Okay, how can you tell us about those? What are those games?
So the games are like you get like a stack of beans, and you have to pay money. So you put money in the middle, and whoever, you get this big card, and they say names, and if it's your name, then that means you have to put a bean on the card. And if you put a bean on the card, you gotta do all the cards so that you can win all the money.
Oh, cool. Okay. So do you just play that with your immediate family, or who all do you play with?
I play with my grandma. She's a Mexican, and my grandpa, and my grandpa that he's sick.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is he?
He used to have COVID, but he got out of it.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad he's doing better then. Good deal. What about you?
Okay, so I think a special tradition that we have in our family is celebrating El Día de los Reyes Magos. So basically it's the Three Kings Day. And what we do, I think it's really exciting, especially now that I have, I'm going to have a 2-year-old. He knows a lot more about gifts and stuff. So the kids in the family leave a shoe outside their door, and it's meant to be that the Three Kings come and drop off a gift for those that have been doing good and leave a shoe outside the door. If no kid leaves a shoe out the door, then they don't receive a gift. So I think it's pretty exciting to start that now with my own immediate family. So we're definitely going to do that with my son. And following that, we do the Rosca de Reyes, which is the sweet bread as shaped as the king's wreath. And inside of it, it has I guess you can say a lot of bakeries can put in how many ever little plastic babies that represent baby Jesus. They can put in as many as they want, but the actual one I think only has 3 of them. And so we get together as a family. We can invite friends over, whoever we want, and we slice it up. Whoever has a baby inside of their piece of bread, they get to cook food for all of us that are present at that moment on February 2, which is called El Día de la Candelaria. So it's basically the 40 days after Christmas. You do that too?
I did that too.
Yeah?
I did that too.
Do you guys like it?
Yeah.
I won.
Oh, you got a baby one time?
And I got a baby one.
Really? Did you cook food?
My dad cooked.
Your dad cooked it? Yeah. Yeah, but it's really exciting that I get to do that this year with my family.
What about you guys? What do you guys do?
We go to my grandma's house, and sometimes we like to play dice games, loteria, and the tamales last about like a week, and we have to reheat them until they're all finished.
I also saw you get to stay up really late. Is that true?
Yeah.
How late do you get to stay up?
Until 12, and sometimes my cousins fall asleep too early.
But if you stay up till 12, do you get to do something special?
We get to open the gifts with the whole family. And we go through age groups, so like the youngest, and then we go to the oldest.
They make the old people wait a long time?
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, we used to stay up till 12, but you know, we were young and all we wanted to do was just open gifts. So we would beg our parents to let us open them early. And they would always yell at us and be like, no, you guys have to wait. So yeah, we'll eventually fall asleep also.
That's great.
I did our family does the same thing too, but it just like, I remember my mom and dad let me stay up till like 1 in the morning because it was like because we had family over and it was too late and we had to open our gifts so quick that I couldn't even look at them. Like they kept on, hurry up.
And then you didn't even know what you had. You're just
I don't
ripping
even know
paper
what that
everywhere.
was like.
Jahara, tell me about what you all do with your family.
Well, we stay up at 12 and then we open gifts, and then we do a mini party with my cousins, and then we listen to music while we are waiting. And sometimes we bake cookies. We drink hot cocoa.
Oh, delicious.
With bread.
What about you, Priscilla? What do you guys do?
We always decorate a tree because and I have a glowing star to put up top of a tree, and we're wrapping the presents from my mom and my dad and my brother and me. We always eat hot chocolate because it's my favorite treat in the whole life world, because and my favorite food is pozole.
Did anybody else like pozole?
I love pozole.
I do too. Who has the best pozole?
Pozole.
All of you are
All
raising
of
your
us.
hand. Everybody
Yeah.
has their hand raised. They all have the best pozole. So
Some people might make it different.
Yes.
right. So the kind I had has like hominy, and it had meat, and then I can't remember, some vegetables maybe.
Yeah, we tend to usually make 2 types, which is like the red one, which is the regular with the pork meat and the hominy, and then we have a white one, which is it's called batido in Spanish. It's a lot more like it's a lot more creamier. So it has the hominy as well, but it's made with chicken.
Oh, delicious. I haven't tried that kind. So I've tried the red kind, and it's delicious. So, okay. Next up, let's go to Kareem. Tell us about what your family does.
We light up our tree at a special place, and then we're going
you guys had a family member, Ace, that passed away, and you guys do a special tree lighting.
So we go somewhere that can help us not be sad anymore. That sends him a little gift.
That's really sweet. I'm glad you guys do that as a family. That's awesome. Gael, can you tell us about going to church for posadas and candy?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
My mom gave me candy
She did? So where'd you get the candy from?
in the Walmart.
The Walmart. You got perfect. So what do you do when you go to church for the posadas?
We eat it.
You eat the candy there? So you take candy with you to church. Does anybody else celebrate the posadas?
We do. I think it's a little different than it actually is out where we're from, which is Mexico. So every day a family has a day of posada. So basically there's a family inside the house, and then there's a people outside asking for posada, which meaning oh, let me in your home. So they do singing and praying between the two families, one inside and one outside. And then after that, we all get together and have a special dinner. And then that's when the candy comes in. The family makes little baggies of candy and gives it to all the kids.
Okay.
So I think, I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. One of the sheets that was turned in, which he wasn't able to join us, was kind of like what you're talking about. Families gather at different houses traditionally. In the United States, they do it at church, but back home they do it at their houses. And then they have piñatas.
Yes.
And the candy and that. So it sounds like a really special thing for families to share together. So, well, thank you all for coming, and happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays!
Now I have here with us a mom and daughter duo. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Madeline.
And I'm Ashley Sherman.
You guys had a lot of fun holiday winter traditions that you like to do. So do you want to tell us about some of those?
So we like to drive around and looking at Christmas lights and while drinking cappuccinos or hot chocolate.
Yes, that's our favorite. Also, every year I do a advent calendar gift bag thing that the kids, especially Adeline, loves to open a bag every day and see what little goodies she gets.
I don't have any children, but I have 3 nieces and a nephew, and I got them an advent calendar several years ago, and so I send stuff to, and there has little doors that they open each day.
Oh,
so
that's cute.
That was always one of my favorite things when I was a kid, was getting different advent calendars. So sometimes it was just you punched out a piece of chocolate, or sometimes it was themed. Now they have a lot of Lego ones, and you get a piece each day stuff. So that was always one of my favorite things that I did.
Yeah, and I actually make ours. I mean, just because I put everything for the 3 kids in there. So, one day it might just be fun socks, and another day it'll be their favorite candies, just something simple and little. We also, our tradition is we make homemade cinnamon rolls Christmas morning, which is a huge family favorite. And usually our elf on the shelf, her name's Snowflake, she likes to play in the flour and everything beforehand.
That makes sense. They get into lots of trouble, it seems like, from what I've heard.
Yes.
And so do you guys have a secret family recipe?
Oh, no. This is purely off Pinterest.
Okay. What else do you guys like to do?
Well, at night we like to build gingerbread houses a lot.
Do you each make your own, or do you make a family gingerbread?
We usually make a family one.
Well, we used to do them separate, but then, it's a lot of work.
Oh, for sure. We always had to hot glue ours together because it would collapse.
That is smart. Oh, we'll have to try that.
Yeah, we would hot glue the house, and then we'd put all the other stuff, because we'd try icing and it would just break and collapse. So, I mean, you can't eat it, but...
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you guys have anything else, or...?
No, that is it. We just focus on family time.
That's awesome. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have happy holidays.
Thank you. You too.
You too.
Our next group of guests, we have here some local teaching celebrities. But I had them come because they share one thing in common in their family traditions, and that is giving in some sort of way through the holidays to other people and family. So first, let's have you guys introduce yourselves, and then you can tell us about your family traditions.
Hi, Amber Navarro.
Hi, Bryson Navarro.
I'm Brandy Mitchell.
Eliza Mitchell.
Very good. And so what is it that you guys do as a family to share with others in the holiday season?
So for our family, we kind of vary from year to year. This year, what my kids chose to do was at our local church. They offer every year where they give a calendar where each day you have a food item that you can place in a box, and then it will help stock our food pantry at our church. And so that was the option my kiddos wanted to choose this year. So we've been gathering foods to put in the box. Bryson, do you want to tell them some of the foods that we've been putting in the box?
We put ramen, and we put cans.
Like of vegetables or fruit.
Vegetables and fruit.
So then along with the food line, the other thing that I had seen that I really liked this year was donating to your local school so that money can be applied to families' lunch accounts for their students. And I thought that since things have changed with the lunch, where they're no longer free for all families, I thought that might be a way to help our families, especially with the increase of prices with groceries at the grocery store.
Yeah, definitely. So where do you donate that to?
So I contacted Brittany Weekly and asked her what would be the best way to do that. And she said, actually, you just can write a check to me for whatever amount you're wanting to donate. And she said she sends it to the high school, and then it's dispersed first within our village families. And then if there was extra money, they would then pass it on to other families within the district.
Oh.
So actually very simple.
Yeah, I had no idea that they did that, so that's good to know.
Yeah.
What are some of the other things you guys have done in the past?
We've done the angel tree.
Where we go buy toys and clothes.
That's probably the other big one, or just making a donation to the Salvation Army.
That's actually what the Mitchell family does also, right? You guys do the angel tree. Do you want to tell us about that?
Eliza, do you want to talk about that? What do we do around the holiday time when we choose a name off of the angel tree?
We buy toys for them. We buy shoes or clothes and stuff.
And why do we do that?
To get other people to have toys.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we find a way to give back to the community, and we want to make sure that every little boy and girl has something special around the holidays.
So do you guys go shopping together to pick that stuff out?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
It kind of just depends on the time. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we kind of grab things here and there. Other times we go and we get everything all at once. Just kind of depends on our schedule, right? It's pretty easy. We typically try to choose someone that is maybe easy for Eliza to shop for, and maybe pick things maybe that someone that she has the same interests as, so that she gets to really pick things that she feels like that child would enjoy. Right?
So where can you find, I've seen some of the trees around maybe at like Walmart and other places. Where are some of the places they have those trees stationed?
Our local church also has a tree there that we've picked from, but Walmart's the other location where we've gotten ours in years past.
One time, this time, with my grandma, we went shopping for the church, and we went to choose a boy or a girl, and I chose a boy, and we got things that like boys would like.
And so the box he's referring to is through our church as well, and that one goes to a Native American family, and it is a kid, but again, the same lines. We always try to choose a boy, so that way it's things that the kiddos
that
can
they
relate
like, so
to.
that they can pick out. And
it's called the shoebox Christmas, so everything has to fit in a shoebox.
I love doing stuff like that because I think, we think of holidays and we think of presents and with our families, but it's really nice to be able to give back to other people. So I think that's great. What are some of the other stuff you guys do as a family, just other traditions you guys have?
We like to drive around and look at Christmas lights and drink hot chocolate and watch Christmas movies with family and friends.
And I would also say, like Mrs. Navarro and Bryson, we also like to, do other things such as ringing the bell for the Salvation Army. That's another something that we haven't been able to do yet this year, but we've done in the past, which has always been exciting, and get hot cocoa and be able to smile and say hello to everyone as they do their holiday shopping.
Bryson, what's something that we do that you enjoy?
We watch our cousin's recital.
So every year we have two of his cousins that participate in Sherry's dance, and so they do the Christmas recital. So last weekend that was when their event was this year, and so we enjoy getting to go watch them, and I enjoy getting to see lots of my students or past students perform as well.
And another tradition we do is go to the Nutcracker and watch the Nutcracker.
Fun. Where do you go to do that?
Kansas City.
Kansas City? That I have seen it once before, but I would love to go back.
Yeah.
You're talking to someone that loves singing and dancing, so it's extremely exciting to be able to go and watch the Nutcracker.
Would definitely be something on my bucket list to do someday.
What do we do when we're decorating in our house?
We listen to Christmas music.
We do. We dance around the house and listen to Christmas music.
Us too. And we love to listen to it while making breakfast on the weekends, right?
Yeah, I help my mom make cookies, and she always gets us family pajamas in our Santa boxes.
That's awesome. I have eaten some of your mom's cookies, so I know you're extra lucky because she's pretty good at that.
Yeah.
My elf is Sparkles.
Does your elf get into shenanigans?
Yes.
What's some crazy stuff it's done?
He ate all the candy from our candy jar.
Oh, man. Do you think Sparkle's tummy was upset after that?
I don't know.
Very good. That's definitely a popular tradition also that people enjoy during the holidays is their elves coming to visit. Well, you guys, it's almost winter break, so have a very happy break and happy holidays.
Okay. You too.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope that no matter what your family's traditions are, you have enjoyed listening today and heard lots of fun things that other people do, whether you celebrate Hanukkah or Christmas or Three Kings Day, whether your family speaks Spanish or English or Vietnamese, or whether you don't celebrate and you just are looking forward to the time off from school and work that you get to spend with your family. Whatever it is that you do, I hope that you all have a wonderful December. And one common thing that I noticed with most everybody that we talked to was that no matter what their traditions were or what their beliefs were, that a lot of it, most all of it, revolved around spending time with family and those that they love. So everybody stay warm and cozy over these next few days that are supposed to get a little cold. And I hope you all have a wonderful time celebrating the people that you love in whatever way that you choose to do it. As always, don't forget you can check out thevillage.usd253 extra content pages for additional information and resources regarding today's episode. Happy holidays.